What's one challenge that comes with living on welfare? Or what do you think is like the big, I don't know if it's the biggest one, like what's a big one?
The stigma. It just seems to like, once you're on welfare and you have that stigma, it does follow you, and it's sad to say that, but it's true. It's why a lot of people are scared to even go on welfare, and they'll say things like, I'll never fucking go on welfare, because that's actually kind of what happens. It's almost like you're looked at as a criminal. So the criminalization of the poor is full on. It is in set like fucking cement. So that's what we're working up against. After that, everything, like being able to eat, getting the food you need, holy mackerel. If you're a family on welfare, like that's harsh. 0%, zero occupancy in Nelson. How bad the occupancy is in Vancouver. We got a problem in Victoria. It seems to be everywhere. So you're kind of big potential to be homeless. Like unreal. I wish I can. I mean, don't put this on yet until I get the guy's name. But this fella in Nelson, who's a faith-based movement, came up with a cool slogan: SOS for 10 cities, safe on streets. So the idea is that people get to be safe on streets if they have to be on the streets, instead of what's happening now, where they're criminalized and moved around all the time by the police or businesses or whatever. People's response in everywhere is, that's not very humane. 10 cities, they're not very humane. Well, compare that with allowing males and females of all ages and some families to be on the run, criminalized, homeless, day and night, trying to find a spot to sleep on their own. That's disgusting, inhumane. It's unreal in our modern civilization. So, safety on streets, SOS, I thought that was really cool, and I give him kudos. I got to get his name, but that's really critical. Anyways.
What do you feel is one of the biggest challenges of being on welfare?
Biggest challenge about being on welfare?
Or a big one. It doesn't have to be a competition of the biggest.
I think it's like three.
Please have a sip.
I think there's like three major components. Number one would be stigma. Number two would be that it's like a job just to get by. So you're always trying to wrangle and finagle and finesse ways to get by every month between checks. So, and then three would be probably mental health, because it affects you mentally. It affects you every way, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. It affects you in all levels, but I guess it's depending on your capability and your ability and your supports, possible supports, of how you can handle it. But I just find, like, for sure, one thing I've learned was that I needed to be creative, and one of the things that we've been talking about, I've been suggesting to you in this welfare food challenge was like, you could go to like the condiment section of this fucking mall and steal a whole bunch of ketchups and fucking salts and peppers and whatever. Like, like Kim goes and steals ass wipe everywhere. So it's like,
I got a daughter. What can I say?
So it's like this. Hey, over here. It's all about me. How's my hair? So
hey, over here.
Hey. So it's like, that's that thing about being creative, right? So like when you go buy something, it's like, oh, would you like extra cream with that? It's like, no, can I get, or access the creamer thing, and then just like, finish most of your drink and then fill it full of cream and take it home. So it's always like kind of strange, and like lots of people don't even think about it, and it's just this funny thing about class where people have no clue on how to finesse their way through life without money. Are totally fucking clueless, and it's probably one of the most annoying fucking things about our society and the world in general. Mm-hmm. Like, what do you do? What? You don't have a bed? What? You don't have a place to stay? What? You don't have this? You don't have that? You don't have a car? You don't have fucking money? It's like, What?
You're a lazy welfare bum. You're taking advantage of the system for that $160 a month
Well, there's
just
the
to be
stigma.
homeless.
You know, you love the stigma party.